Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing, or it's going to be a first impression of the Kylie Cosmetics Purple Palette. So I haven't tried this yet, I haven't even swatched it. I'm going to do this all in this video. And I also picked up an Ultra Glow and a new lip kit from the fall collection. So it's going to be a first impression of those products as well. If you like this kind of video, then please give this video a thumbs up for me. And if you're curious about my thoughts on any of these new products, then just keep on watching. So first off, the packaging of this new collection is definitely my favorite. It is the matte black soft touch packaging, and I am obsessed with that. It's my favorite kind of chic packaging, so I really enjoy that. The products that I picked up and we're going to talk about today are, of course, the Purple Palette. Also, one of the new autumn lip kits. This is in the shade Libra. I had to pick it up because I'm a Libra. And then I picked up one of the Ultra Glows. This is a relaunch from the Vacation collection, I believe. This is in the shade Santorini. I didn't get it before, so I wanted to get it now, and I'm glad I did because it's in my favorite packaging. So these are the products that I'm going to be talking about and also trying on in this video. So the Purple Palette costs $42, the same as the other 9-pan eyeshadow palettes. The Libra lip kit is the matte liquid lipstick and the liner for $29. And then the Ultra Glow is the first Ultra Glow that I have purchased from Kylie Cosmetics. So this was $14, and I honestly was a little bit surprised because I feel like that's a really great price for a loose highlighter. So I love that this is a nice affordable highlight because I can pick up some other colors if I end up enjoying it. I did swatch this on my Instagram and it swatched beautifully, but I haven't tried it on my face yet, so it's still going to be a first impression. So I want the main focus of this video to be on the Purple Palette because I've had so many requests to review it. So this is kind of going to be a review and first impressions because I am going to swatch it for you guys and try it on the eyes. So when you pop the Purple Palette out of the packaging, you can see it's in the regular white eyeshadow palette packaging with the eyes, but it does have the purple tears on it. I do wish that this was matte black, but that's just me because I'm obsessed with it, but I will keep it in the matte black packaging because I like it that much. Here is the outside of the packaging, and then as usual, the names of the shadows are on the back. So here is the interior of the palette and all of the shades that are in it. I'm obsessed personally because purples correspond really well with my eye color. If you guys have hazel, brown, or green eyes, purple is always going to complement them. So for me, with my hazel eyes, sometimes they're a little bit more green. I love wearing purples. It's my favorite color to make my eye color stand out. So if you have an eye color close to mine, I highly suggest trying a purple look. It's going to really make your eyes look very vibrant. Okay, so since I haven't gotten a photo of this yet, I'm going to pause this video, take a pic for Instagram, and I will be right back. Okay, so I want to go ahead and swatch all of these shades for you guys one by one so we can talk about the colors and the formulas in a swatch before I try them on my eyes. By the way, this is the first of the 9-pan eyeshadow palettes to have a mirror inside, so I'm really glad about that because it makes my life a little bit easier. So the first shadow that I want to swatch is the pinkish shade in the upper left corner of the palette. So it's this shade right here, and this is called Periwinkle. And as Jeffree Star said in his review, this color is not periwinkle, but it's alright. So this is a shimmer, and it's picking up nicely on my finger. This is the only brow bone highlight color out of the palette for me, so I'll probably use it on my eyes today. So there is Periwinkle swatched. When I look at the swatch on my hand, it's a little bit chunky in the shimmers, but I think it'll pick up okay with a brush. The next shade is the shade Trophy. This is another shimmer or metallic shade. It looks like it has some chunky glitters in it. And this is a really nice bronze color. So it looks like this color might be the only one out of the palette that you could use and actually not have a purple look with. So here's Trophy on my finger. I'm getting a little bit of chunky fallout from this shade, so I would be careful when packing it on the lid. You might have some fall down onto your face. So there is Trophy. It's a very rich swatch though, so I think you could get a beautiful lid shade out of this. Next up is the first matte shade. This is called Stone. And this is kind of just a mauve-y toned gray. So it's picking up really nicely on my finger. It's very buttery feeling. So there is Stone. So that is Stone. Right under Periwinkle here, we have a matte shade called Lilac. Okay, so this one is picking up a bit more sheer, but it is a very light color. I really had to dig a little bit with my finger to get that payoff. I don't think it's gonna swatch amazingly, but it might perform better on the lid, especially if you have a base. So there is Lilac. I had a little bit of fallout with that shade, but it actually swatched nicer than I expected. Next up is the middle shade. It's another matte. This is called Wine and Dine. I think this will be my favorite purple out of the palette. This is picking up nice and rich and deep in color. So there is Wine and Dine on my middle finger. And there it is, swatched. Very beautiful matte purple. Next up is another matte purple. This one is called Turning Violet. It's just a little bit lighter than the center shade. It's a little bit more of a true purple. So there is Turning Violet. These are actually swatching really nicely, you guys. So beautiful swatches for matte shadows especially. Next up, we have our first shimmery purple. This is called Amethyst. This swatches very interestingly. This is almost like a duochrome color, and it doesn't swatch like the other shimmers or metallics. It's a bit more sheer. But this has almost a blue shift to it. It's a very different formula for Kylie. I haven't really felt anything like this from her before. So there is Amethyst. I don't know if you guys can see, but it has like a duochrome effect to it, and it's a bit different from the other shades. Next up is a beautiful color called Purple Smoke. This looks like it's going to be a gorgeous metallic. So there is Purple Smoke. And there it is, very beautiful shimmer shade. And then lastly, we have this smoky gray color. This is a matte, and this is called Blueberry. Very, very creamy mattes in this palette. There is Blueberry. There is Blueberry swatched. So there is the lineup. These are all of the shades out of the purple palette. So I want to show you guys what I mean by making your eye color pop. So I'm going to show you exactly my favorite kind of look to do with purples, what I've been excited to do with this palette, and we'll see if we can make my eye color stand out. I have a feeling it will, because right now I feel like you might not even be able to tell what color they are. So I'm going to go into Wine and Dine, the middle matte shade, with a packing brush. This is a short shader from Sigma. And what I like to do, I already have my base on my eye, so I have Painterly with a little bit of translucent powder. I am so simple when it comes to these looks, you guys. I'm going to pack this matte shade all over my lid. It's going to look crazy. I'm going to look like a raccoon, and then I'm going to blend everything out, and all of a sudden it's going to be a smoky eye. So I'm just going to go through this step by step with you guys. I'm going to pick up a little bit of that shade. We definitely have some fallout, so I'm going to tap off the brush. So one thing that is really annoying is the fact that I already have lashes on, so I'm probably going to get some shadow in my lashes, which is a pet peeve of mine, but hopefully I'll remember to go back in with like a baby wipe or something. Ooh, yes, I love this color. Okay, so pack, pack, pack. I am getting a crazy amount of fallout on my face, so I'm going to have to do something about that. Hang on. So I never ever bake, but when my face makeup is on the line because of fallout, I do. So I just put some powder underneath my eyes really quick, and you definitely need to tap off your brush. So I don't want to go too high up right away because I am going to be blending other colors into the crease, but I am covering my entire lid with this shade, and it's really beautiful. I don't have a base, like I don't have a colored base below it, and it's nice and pigmented on its own, so that's good. Now I did warn you, I told you I was going to look crazy. Now is that point. I'm going to go in with a blending brush. This is the Morphe M433. I'm going to go into the shade next to Wine and Dine, the shade Turning Violet, and that's going to be my crease color, and hopefully it will help blend that color out. And I'm going to blend out that Wine and Dine shade. Desperately needs to be blended out. Not horrible, also not the best. Okay, we're having a ton of skipping on this eye. So I'm going back into Wine and Dine. We're gonna try to make some blending happen because that is not looking cute. I don't want that line of separation with the lid and the crease. I want it all to be very, very flowing and blended. And I've done so many of these looks, you guys. So many. And I always start with the lid color, so I don't know. I should have maybe started with the crease color. We are not getting blending. Blending is not happening with these two shades. I'm gonna be honest, I feel like the look is going to come together eventually, but I'm using an awful lot of eyeshadow trying to make these colors blend. And I keep having to go back into the colors, blend them together over and over and over again to achieve any kind of blending. Okay, so it's almost like after all that blending, we lost our lid shade somehow. So I need to go back in and pack more of that lid shade on, which is really weird. And I want it to be nice and deep and smoky. I don't want to lose the lid shade. So we achieved a blended look, but it took an awful lot of effort. But I do want to connect the bottom lash line, add some eyeliner and some lower mascara, and kind of pull it together. I'm going to take the same Wine and Dine shade on a pencil brush. I'm going to take the shade Periwinkle, and it's going to be my inner corner highlight. I'm going to add a tad of that under the brow bone, but I think I want to use the Ultra Glow to really, really get that brow bone popping. I'm going to tight line with a Jouer cream eyeliner. This is in the shade Matte Plum. So as far as the eyeshadow palette goes, do I think it's horrible? No. Did I have the best experience with it? No. So I'm going to have to keep playing around with it and around with the blending because it took me an awful long time to get this look to be blended, which I like to have more blendable shadows, but I did come out with a blended look, so it's okay. It might have been technique, it might have been something else, but I will keep playing around with it. I do like the look that I came out with from this palette, so far it's an okay palette. It's not extraordinary, but I do love the colors in here. I do wish that I would have had a better time on the eyes, but I do like the look, and I will definitely keep playing with this palette because purples are my thing. But I want to move on to the Ultra Glow and then the lip kit and see how I like those. So Ultra Glows are loose powder highlighters, which happen to be my favorite form of highlight right now. The Artist Couture ones are the ones that I have in my collection that are my favorites, but I did try this on my fingers. I swatched it, and this is a beautiful, beautiful shade. So this is Santorini. So today I'm going to take from the cap what I want. I want to swatch this actually for you guys. Here it is, smeared all over my hands because it's literally everywhere, you guys. So one of my favorite highlight brushes is the Morphe R36. That is what I'm going to be using today. I'm going to dip into the cap of the product because it does have a little bit of highlight in there to start, and then if I need more, I will pick up more from there, but for now, I'm just going to pick it up straight from the cap. So you really barely need anything, and it performs beautifully. I knew it was going to. I'm obsessed, but I want more. And this is not wet. This is completely dry. I just want to show you how blinding a loose powder highlight is. Oh my god. That was too much. That was definitely too much. But you guys can see just how crazy blinding it is. So this happened. This is definitely by far my favorite, most impressive product from Kylie Cosmetics. Pretty sure it's the cheapest product that I've fallen in love with. So these are $14. This is Santorini. I'm definitely going to pick up more shades because I love this. I'm a sucker for a loose powder highlight, so I am very, very happy with this. I don't feel like I need to put it on my brow bone because I pretty much drowned my face in it, but I am in love with this. It gives a beautiful wet highlight look to the face. Highly recommend this shade. I'm so excited for this. I think I really did find my favorite product from Kylie Cosmetics by far, so I'm obsessed. Love this. So last but not least, I have the lip kit. I chose the lip kit Libra because I'm a Libra. It might be a little bit too light for me, so we're just gonna put it on and see what it looks like. This is the first lip kit that I've bought in a really long time. I do have a bunch of them, but I haven't purchased any recently, but I'm a sucker for nudes, and of course this is a nude. Looking at it in the bottle, it does look like it's going to be a little bit light, but hopefully we can make it work. I'm going to start with the lip liner. I like Kylie's liners. They're very creamy, easy to work with. This doesn't show up because it literally matches my skin tone, so I have a feeling it's going to be concealer lips, but we'll see. The actual lip kit might end up being a little bit darker, I'm kind of hoping. But actually, usually the liner is darker, so I love the liners. The liner actually looks really nice alone. I'm really happy with it. This might be one of my favorite nude liners from Kylie. It has the same Kylie Cosmetics smell that I love. Oh yeah, it's lighter. Ah. I think it might be too late for me, you guys. But it's drying down. I'm gonna let it do its thing and dry down. You know what, you guys? I actually don't mind this lip color. When it dried down, it did get a little tiny bit darker. I'm a little bit more tan than I normally am, so I feel like with my winter, more pale skin, this will be a beautiful nude on me, and I'm actually not really minding it right now. I could easily add a little bit of a darker lip liner and make it a bit more suitable for my skin tone, but I am glad that I have the Libra lip kit in my life. I feel like I would stay away from this if you were any darker than me because I don't know, it just might not be the most suitable nude shade. It might look like concealer lips, but I feel like if you're borderline right along a medium to fair skin tone, I think you're going to like this color. So that is really it for this video. These are all of my first impressions on these products. I do hope that this video was helpful for you guys if you were looking to purchase any of these. If you want my thoughts further down the line, please follow me on my other social media. I always update you guys with all of the products that I try. If anything ever changes, I will let you guys know. But for right now, I am happy with the products that I tried. I feel like the eyeshadows could be a little bit more blendable. But if you are in the market for a purple eyeshadow palette, like I said, it will make brown, green, and hazel eyes really, really pop. I actually really enjoy the color scheme. I think it's something that I'm going to be excited to play around with because I am a sucker for purple eyeshadow. But if you are not a fan of purples, I don't even think that you need to pick this up at all, obviously. I feel like it's definitely for purple lovers like myself. So if you guys picked anything up from this autumn fall collection, then let me know how you're liking it down in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up for me. It really does help me a lot when you like and share my videos. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you have not already. I put out new videos every single week. Thank you guys so much for watching, and hopefully I will see you guys all in my next video. Bye.